Well, howdy ho, folks. We're back at it again in the Barstow. I would like to say one thing before going into this game. I know I was just complaining probably like last episode or the episode before about how the majority of the OST just seems to be ambient music. I like what's going on this stage. This is very like creepy, eerie forest stuff. It's gonna be silent for a second. Yeah, I'm vibing with that hardcore. That's some good stuff right there. Which I guess kind of says a lot more about me than this game's OST. Just that's the kind of like creepy background noise I'm all about. Anyways, I think I finished the last episode after giving my 3 defining factors of what a Mary Sue story is. And oh gosh, didn't get to this one in time. Get out of there. Anyways, I guess I'd probably go a bit more in this episode on a rant about why those defining factors aren't exactly bad, because if you're someone who reads and paid attention to those factors, you may either agree or disagree whether or not they define a Mary Sue story, but you may have realized there's a lot of stories that kind of fit multiple of those factors. A lot of those stories may be bad by your definition, but a lot of them may be good. And as I was saying, a Mary Sue story isn't inherently bad. It's just something that tends to show up a lot amongst amateur writers. And amateur writing tends to, I don't know, usually have some issues with it. Doesn't mean it's horrible, but like everyone starts off writing or drawing or creating it anyway, and you can't expect someone who's just now picking up a pen or pencil to draw to know how to do anatomy well. So yeah, like this kind of thing comes up amongst amateur writers, and some people get angry at them over it. So there's all these weird like ways amateur writers started trying to hide the fact that this was a Mary Sue story. And it's once more like, if you're writing a story and it fits this criteria, I'm not going to be upset at you. Like, make a Mary Sue story. That means you're passionate about the characters. They can be good. And if you don't believe me, what the heck is Beowulf? For those of you that don't know, because Beowulf is an old epic, and maybe you didn't even watch the 3D animated movie with Angelina Jolie, which goes off the rails the second Angelina Jolie comes on screen, because the only thing actually related to the old epic is what happens with Grendel. It is one of the oldest, and I'm not lying, I think it is quite literally the oldest story we have that's properly like
Bullseye.
Fleshed out and told and stuff. It is an old story, like profoundly old.
All too easy.
Because like people have no sense of time, me included. And how old that is older than you could probably comprehend, because people being able to comprehend what an actual century is a luxury to some people. As most people aren't going to live to an actual century and fully comprehend it. Gosh dang, this place is filled with boars. Like the start of like WoW as a human or something. At least I don't need to kill like 15 boars, just do the next quest. But Beowulf is 100% a Mary Sue story based on my defining characteristics. Beowulf is a good story. In it, the titular Beowulf is just filled with bravado. Anyone who's there to naysay him is there to be showed up for naysaying him. And everyone else is honestly there to showcase how great Beowulf is at the end of the day. It's just a classic epic of slaying the beasts. And then living so greatly that you're remembered forever. It's classic, epic poem fantasy stuff. Honestly, maybe it's just one of the oldest poems we have. Whatever. I know the term epic is being overused nowadays for various things. Like, Beowulf is an epic in the actual definition terms. I think in Affinity the Fish, I mentioned that terms are being used in ways that don't technically fit, so our lexicon's evolving. Things like assassin is actually meant to be just political and religious murder, as opposed to what people consider it.
I don't know why I didn't get a dog sooner.
Epic, in the way people are using it, is incorrect. Epic is meant to be... Gosh, I don't even know the actual definition of epic. You know what? Pull it up on screen.
Wow.
Yeah. That's it. That's the definition of epic. Think, like, just assume I said that and be like, wow, you're so smart, multiversal medium. I didn't know that either. You're the grungiest or whatever the people said during the whole, like, 1960s interview of Beatles, or was it the Monkeys, or whatever the Come to me, lightning spider. I am not the grungiest all of a sudden. Oh gosh. But Beowulf is a Mary Sue story by my standards. You know what else is a Mary Sue story? The Divine Comedy. The Divine Comedy is one of the best Mary Sue stories. And I don't think anyone can argue the fact that the Divine Comedy is not a Mary Sue story to me. Like, even by anyone else's standards, how the heck they can, like, define the Divine Comedy as anything but a revenge Mary Sue plot is, like, you can't do that. It is a Mary Sue story. It's wonderfully written. It is some of the most beautiful prose I have written, or I have seen written, I have read. It's so thought invoking, everything that's going
Reporting
on.
for duty.
It's where we get our idea of what hell is like, because, like, yeah, that's all from Dante's Inferno. But it is a Mary Sue story through and frickin' through. Like, Dante Alighieri Mary sued a revenge plot against anyone that pissed him off in the Divine Comedy, and it's hilarious. Like, I don't think you guys fully comprehend how much of just it is him writing that he's pissed at people half the time. Okay, we got a talky dude right here, and we'll do that, then continue on with how much I love the Divine Comedy's Mary Sue story.
Magical Waterway Transportation Service to the future.
Wow. To the future?
Are you serious?
Not the first time I've been asked that question. Yes, you heard right. Chubnick's Magical Waterway Transportation Service will, for a modest fee, whisk you not just across the raging Chubnick River, but also transport you into the future.
The future where I'm across the
How
river?
far into the future?
That depends on how long it takes to cross the river.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get it. Nice scam, nice scam. So you're going to take me across that little stream for some ridiculous fee when I could quite easily take your boat and cross myself, right?
A wise man you are, that is for sure. But wrong you'd also be. I, of course, have taken magical precautions against such an occurrence. Any attempt by someone other than myself to use this boat, and it will sink into the river. Not until it reaches the deepest portion, of course. Only the tiniest fee is required to garner my services. 15 silver.
9-to-1 odds. He's lying about the enchantment on the boat. 9-to-1 odds.
15, eh? I don't know. That sounds a little high. Since you seem to love the river so much, perhaps you'd care for a little swim?
I see. It's obviously your first visit to Neversdale, and as a first-time visitor, I may be able to give you a small discount. Now, don't tell your friends. This is a special deal only for you. 10 silver.
Like, considering I can grind money, I'm not upset about, like, paying 15 even silver for this, so whatever.
That sounds more reasonable. I'm tired of listening to my own wet boots stomp through the forest anyway.
There.
Ready to board?
Yeah, let's
Let's get going.
And a whole silver.
Now keep your arms and legs inside the vessel at all times. You aren't pregnant, are you? No, of course you're not.
You don't know
The
that.
raging Chubnik River and surrounding Chubnik Valley contain over 1,000 types of flora and fauna. Let me point out a few.
I want him to very exaggeratedly just point left, right, and center. Just point, not say anything.
Oh, be careful as you disembark. And thank you for choosing Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service. We know that you have a choice in your waterway transportation services, and we value your patronage.
Let me guess, he's gone, and that's the entire reason I walked this far forward during that cutscene. Yep. Oh, well. As I was saying so wonderfully that Dante's Inferno and Purgatorio is just his Revenge Mary Sue fanfic of biblical proportions, because that's what it is. Oh, another cutscene. Okay. Never mind.
Prepare to die. I am Organ, the Chosen One. Nothing will stop me from my quest to save the princess and drive the evil from this land. Have at you.
Oh, it's Ogun. Your mom says hello. Ooh, that's rough. Treated his head like an apple. It's real rough.
And what have we here? Another chosen one? Off to save the princess?
There's a princess?
Brave talk for someone who picks on craved half-wits with more bravery than sense. I assure you that you will soon join him.
Oh. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of people for those. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Ooh. There's a lot of enemies all at
Stay
once.
down!
As I was saying, though, yeah, the Divine Comedy just fits every note of what I just said defined a Mary Sue story. Obviously, every story, if written to any sense of competency, is having you use a self-insert to a degree. That's not wrong. That's how you should write. The plot doesn't exist without Dante Alighieri in it. And by the way, yeah, the Divine Comedy literally has Dante, the author, as the protagonist. You can't get more self-inserty than that. That is just the most self-inserty stuff of self-insertion. Oh, can I loot the dude? What you got going on, Ogun? Your mother says
Daft
hello.
young fool. What was he on about? Some sort of princess he was going to rescue? Chosen one. He must have been out of his mind.
The bard, of course, was overcome with sympathy for the poor deceased young man.
By the way, your mum says hello.
With a great deal of skill, or perhaps a tremendous amount of luck, the bard disposed of the murderous trow. With a bit more luck, he might even come out the other end of the forest without an arrow coming out the other end of his head.
Maybe I
Always
just
the
don't need to do an
optimist.
Apple impression. What we got going on here? What you guys doing? Oh, one of them's stuck on the other one? What's going on?
Oh, it's bad luck to be you.
Oh, you Oompa Loompas.
A chosen one of many isn't new. When you think you're full of luck, in the bullets you'll get struck. Oh, it's
Wait.
bad luck to be you.
Is the ball snapping?
Odin came young from the farm and tried to save the princess from all harm. Equipped with just a stick and a head made out of brick. His rabbit's foot failed as a charm.
Oh yeah, it's snapping.
It's bad luck to be you.
They just made smaller
Prophecy is never coming true.
arcs for that ball.
In a pickle you'll be stuck. Like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Believing that he was the one. His ego weighed in at a ton. His mom's a crazy bat. Did we mention she was fat? And she'll need a pine box for her son. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. It'll lead to
100% they're going for Oompa Loompas. The fact that they ended it with diddly do. And what's more, it's like a lot of love went into parts of this game. Like, that's a very funny bit. They had people sing for it. Like, that's wonderful. But then, like I was pointing out during it, the ball that's showing what bit they're singing at what time is like snapping to the next letter because they made the arc too big for some reason. It's like, you just need to make a smaller arc for the ball to move more fluidly. Why would you do that? It's a simple fix. But some people on this team didn't want to do the simple fix. Oh well. That's a lot of enemies over there. That's actually why I went to save real quick. A lot of enemies. Anyways, yeah, Dante is the titular protagonist of the Divine Comedy as the author, and you don't get more self-inserty than that, because he's literally written a story about him. The plot does not exist without him as a character, because those of you that may not know the circumstance of the Divine Comedy, Dante was exiled at the time, a public exile. I don't know if it's akin to how the Greeks used to do that, which honestly, I'm not against that old like standard of it. Basically, like, senators or like just well-known people would occasionally just get exiled for a few years, and it's just group vote. That did. It's funny. But like, Dante was exiled for his heretical beliefs or whatever. And the plot line of the Divine Comedy is him at a tumultuous, I'm not saying that word right. Listen guys, I had a speech impediment in like elementary, and I still slip up on my tongue. So yeah, sorry. Why are you listening to this when that's an obvious thing? Another cutscene? Never gonna get this story done. Oh, what's up, man?
Come and get me, you meandering moron!
Don't you
Ketil,
owe me?
Quit cowering up there like the frightened rodent that you are. Come out and fight.
Ah, your mother's a furbug and your old man's a trow.
You don't want to make me come up there.
Save your singing for the sheep, you crooning coward!
Well, at least my father doesn't smell of elderberries.
Come on, you
My
pansy.
mother's not a hamster. This is probably going to turn into a boss fight, isn't it? Let's pop a save.
You ugly pug!
I wonder if he'll keep doing other things.
Come and get me!
But as, like, Dante's going through a bad time in his life, basically...
Hey, that's a nice outfit you're wearing. Did your sister shave her back and knit you a sweater?
That was rude. Okay, I'm coming to kick your ass. Oh yeah, it is a boss fight. It's not even any boss fight music going on. Oh well. Anyways, like... Gosh, I can't remember the, is it Virgil? I think Virgil comes in to beat Dante's guide, which, hey, people that played Devil May Cry, are these names starting to sound familiar? Because they probably should. And
You're a little soft, aren't
the
you?
entirety of the plot is just walking Dante
Bullseye.
through the 3 afterlives for Christian theology.
No more, don't kill me. I was only kidding about your sister. I'll come with you.
Put your hands behind your back.
Now what? You won't be trying any of them perversions, will you?
I'm making sure you can't run away again. Or, if you prefer, I could just cut you off at the knees.
But you're the one who let me go. And now you're taking me back? Are you bored out of your skull or just wrong in the head?
Second option.
Ow! Stop hitting me!
Would you prefer I start stabbing you? Now shut your mouth and come with me.
With Kettle in tow, the bard moved on, hoping to avoid the trial and bring his prisoner back to Houghton.
Let me guess, all the trial respawned at this point. This could be a lot more difficult than I actually want it to be. What you got in here, Kettle? New tune. Crone. What you got over here? New token. Eagle Charm. Wonder if that's like the healing thing I got. New shield. Buckler. Can I smash this stuff? Oh, I can equip a shield as well. That's nice. Didn't know I could because I don't think I could buy a shield up till this point. Didn't know. Boy, why were you not using any of this stuff? Oh, time's dragging on. And let's just try to speed this up. Since the plot is just running Dante through the 3 Christian afterlives, incorrect afterlives, hell's not an afterlife for people, actually. That's a discussion down the road. Anyways, it throws him through the Inferno, which would be hell, Purgatorio, which is purgatory, which I know a lot of...
healing.
Oh, you're a healer. Oh, heck yeah. I can dig it. Purgatory is like, if you are still kind of sinful, but you're not so bad you're going to hell in this setting, you'd go to purgatory where you'd wash away your sins. And then you'd go to Paradiso, or paradise, heaven, what have you. So the plot is running Dante Alighieri as the protag through all these places to learn about them as he can grow as a person. There is no plot without Dante. So he hits the second Mary Sue aspect. The third Mary Sue aspect is people just weirdly like him or dislike him. Which, yeah, hey, let's have all these, like, characters from Christian theology be super cool with Dante for no reason. And like I said, it's a Mary Sue biblical fanfic. revenge fanfic, I should say. Because in hell, he's got a bunch of people he hated having these horrible things done to them because he hated them. He Mary sued a Bible fanfic to get back at people that exiled him, and that is the effing best thing anyone has ever done when it has come to the Bible in centuries. I don't care about your Bible fanfic. I play SMT games. That's not as good as the Divine Comedy. You guys did not Mary Sue your way into an actual new depiction of hell that everyone else is using now, and all your enemies are just suffering there. Like, you ain't that cool. Nobody's that cool. Only Dante's that cool. And you know how he's that cool? By writing a Mary Sue story. That's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.